Q.I.S. radio station.
Welcome to Q.I.S. radio station. I'm your host, Mariam, Layel,
Habiba, Layla, and Hala. Today, we will be presenting a short play called Case Investigation.
The play is set in the home of Hala. In the kitchen and lounge room are Hala, Mariam, Habiba, and Layla. It was a hot day at Cleary Street, the home of Hala. The house was usually a reasonable, quiet place, but today there had been a ruckus. Something quite awful had happened. A crime had occurred. A glass of ice that Hala had rested earlier in the morning on the table had disappeared.
It's all gone! Gone! My nice cool glass of ice has all gone! Someone has taken it! Someone has taken my ice and changed it with some water!
Hala fancied herself as a bit of a super sleuth, a brainy investigator. She had solved the case of the missing bread no longer than 3 weeks ago. Hala solved it by finding out that someone had turned a piece of bread into toast. She was closing in on that case of who ate the last jelly bean. This case, however, was not her first priority.
I have to get to the bottom of this. I need to solve it. I have to use all my wits and conduct some interviews.
Turning to Mariam,
Mariam, I will interview you first. I have a hunch that you know what happened to my ice. Now, where were you before when I left my ice on the table this morning?
I was making a delicious sandwich.
Making a sandwich. Tell me what kind of sandwich you were apparently making.
Well, I was starving, so I made one with chicken, pickles, tomato, cucumber, lettuce, cheese, mustard, honey, and black olives.
And what happened after that?
Well, I was making my sandwich and singing to some songs on the radio. I finished making the sandwich, looked at it, and I remembered something.
Excellent. Did you remember anything about the ice?
No, nothing about the ice. I remembered that I don't like pickles, and I especially don't enjoy eating black olives with honey.
So, what did you do next?
I gave the sandwich to the dog.
You gave the sandwich to the dog?
Yes, I gave it to the dog.
Well, I'll just go to see myself.
Hala walks off the stage and comes back.
Your story checks out. Paul's is fast asleep with a half-eaten sandwich near him. So you know nothing about the glass of ice?
Not a thing.
Walking over to Hala,
Hala, wait, I think that...
You need to wait for your turn, Layla. I will just get to you soon. A good detective works in a certain sequence.
Hala had hit her first dead end in the case. Hala always thought that for every interview she conducted, she could get some helpful information. But her interview with Mariam didn't go as she wanted. She decided she needed to speak to some more people, see if she could hunt down some more clues.
Okay, Habiba, I need to talk to you.
Hala turns to Habiba.
Wait, what about talking to me?
Layla, I will get to you very soon. Now, Habiba, I need to know if you know anything about the missing ice. What were you doing this morning?
I have had the busiest morning.
I need to know what you did so I can figure if you know anything about the missing ice. So, what were you doing this morning when the ice was put onto the table?
Well, I was having a bit of a debate with myself.
What type of debate were you having alone?
Well, I was trying to figure out if I had 10 fingers or if I had 8 fingers and 2 thumbs.
So that is what you were spending all morning doing? Arguing with yourself?
Well, I didn't really finish. I still haven't decided. I think that I have figured it out and then change my mind every 5 seconds. Do you think you know?
Well, maybe I guess you have both.
But that's impossible. I don't even have 20 things coming off my hands.
Look, sorry, I can't help you at this moment. I'm trying to crack my case. So, you don't know anything about the ice?
I don't even remember seeing the ice.
The case was not going well for Hala. She was getting a little down. Never before had she questioned so many people but still had no hard leads, no evidence, and no suspects.
Hala, I really need to tell you something important. It will be very important for your case, trust me.
Okay, I'm ready to ask you questions. But you need to know how good a detective works.
Wait, first, could I ask you something?
Well, that isn't how it usually works. I'm the detective and I need to ask questions, not the suspects.
Okay, but really, this will be a really important for your case.
Well, maybe just this once, seeing as though you think it will help and I seem to not have any luck.
Well, remember during the holidays when we were watching that documentary on television about Antarctica?
Layla, I don't think that will help my case.
Just answer the question and trust me.
Yeah. I remember we watched it when it was raining outside and we couldn't go to the beach. It was all about the ice in Antarctica.
Well, think about it. What happened when the sun shone on the ice and the big shanks of ice fell into the water?
Well, the ice melted into the sea.
So, the ice melted into water.
That's right.
And what did you do with your ice this morning?
Well, I put it in the glass and then left it out on the table, right near the window. Right over there, where the sun shines in.
So, Hala, what might have happened to your ice?
Just to think about it, it could have melted and turned into water.
Just like...
Pointing at the table.
Just like the water in the glass that is sitting on the table.
That's what happened to your ice, Hala.
Case closed.
Thank you for listening. Stay tuned.